between University and Beachside. The second match day in the group stage of the competition. Two of the fancies for the tournament, second and third in the Southern Championship last year. Beachside coming within an absolute whisker. Arguably should have won that final game against Knights. Well, not much argument about it in truth, but they'll be back again this year. They've got a good squad together, and it begins here in the Summer Cup, and they take on Uni, who are the other team who were hanging in that title race for a while last year, dropped away as the season wore on, but a third place finish, and you'd expect these students to be up there once again this year. It's a very early look at these teams here in the pre-season, but a really interesting fixture this one, with the pair set to meet in the Laka Seljuk Cup / FFA Cup next Saturday. So this will be an interesting game. How hard will each side go at each other? Will they keep the powder dry? Of course, top spot in the group could be very useful if Glenorchy Knights were to finish on the top position in the other group. You'd probably prefer to avoid them in a semi-final, keep that till the grand final, but still plenty of water to go under the bridge before that one. I'm Andrew, calling for Slice of Cheese, and it's not a bad afternoon out here at KG5. The sun is shining, a little bit of wind about. Might get a little bit cooler as we head towards the second half, but pretty good conditions for football at the moment. We'll run you through the teams in a second. So we have a look at the University boys warming up there. I think this is going to be a cracking contest. Some very good players on display. Just looking through the squads, Beachside have certainly strengthened again from last year. See a couple of names popping off that team sheet. We're just about ready to get underway in the third game here for the day. Recapping the earlier results for you. Nelson, fresh off a big victory. They were clinical. They beat Southern FC 4-1. Fully deserved their win. Good value. It's over in Group A, a group with 5 teams in it, of course. Yes. Also had Taruna defeating Metro 3-0. They're both in Group A. The other teams in this Group B, a 4-team group with University and Beachside, Hobart United and Newtown. University and Beachside both beating them respectively last week, and then Hobart United kept their hopes alive with a win over Newtown 3-2 yesterday. They're going to have to win next week and hope for a result here, but could very much still progress through to the next stage of this tournament. Made the final last year. Did Hobart United, and we'll have a look at the University side. Number 8, Jai David. Expect to see him up top. He's a creative force in the final third, and someone I'm looking forward to having a look at this afternoon. Number 3, Richard DePaoli. Number 15, Joshua Harris. Number 7, Manuel Haneke. I think that's number 1 actually. I'm pretty sure he's in between the sticks for the students today. And number 4, Charlie Howcroft. Number 5, William Jose. Number 6, Christopher Calminios. Number 2, Toby McGregor, who for my money is the best fullback outside of the MPL, and indeed he might be in the conversation even if you do include the top division. He's a wonderful player, Toby McGregor, for the students. Number 11, Max McQueenie. Number 16, Thomas Atavi. And number 9, Jack Ryan Buchanan on the bench. Number 13, Samuel Fay. Number 10, Sam Howcroft. Number 17, Big Jonathan Merry. You won't miss him. He's a huge presence in the back for the students on the bench today, along with number 12, Thomas Roach. Number 18, Akira Sakaguchi. Of course, with the interchange rules in Summer Cup, we'll see a few of those players rotating off the bench throughout the half. Very much about maximising your squad. Moving on to Beachside. And at the top there, the big stalk, Nick Cuthbertson. Plenty of experience with those top 3 there. Number 3, Henry Fagg. And number 6, Shay Hickey. I believe he moved to Beachside to play socially this season, but he was that good, he's just been thrust into the seniors. So the experienced customer, Shay Hickey, thought he was just going to wind things down a bit this year, and now he's going to find himself just in the thick of a title race, I expect. And the Art Hotel, Henry Jones, was very good in the late stages last year. Another new signing there in Joseph Juma. He'll be wearing number 14, but he's Across from Hobart United, a good pick up there. Number 10, Adam Lapola, the creative outlet in midfield. Number 15, Tom McDonald, scored one of the best goals I've ever seen in local football against Olympia for Kingborough a couple of seasons ago. So with he and Shay Hickey there, a couple of players with form from range, it's fair to say. Number 13, Damien Pearce. Number 20 in between the sticks this year, Alex Tatnell for Beachside. So a new signing there, an experienced gloveman. Number 7, Ryan Thurley, and one of the favourites of the Slice of Cheese commentators for a number of years, White Hot Benny Whitehall, the Pelican. Well, he could just ignite things. On the bench, well, I hope that doesn't stay for too long. The big behemoth, Brady Andrews. I expect it won't take long before he's thrust into the action. Another example of the interchange rule. I don't think we'd be seeing that one if... Actually, I've not actually got big Brady Andrews on my team sheet. I'm not sure if he's in or not. Need to clarify on that one. Number 9, Ryan Bevan. I might have just snuck him on there at the end. Anyway, number 9, Ryan Bevan. Number 6, Matthew Bomford. Number 4, Nick McDonald. Number 5, Nathan Rees make up the rest of the bench. So yes, Andrews can confirm he will be. On the bench, just seeking a little clarification here. Got 2 different team sheets doing the rounds, one without numbers on them. And indeed, Brett Andrews, a late scratching. His name has been crossed out, the big fella. So that's a big blow for Beachside. So he won't be featuring today from the bench. But they've still got Bevan, Bomford, McDonald and Rees there. So not a bad pine to call upon. As the sun really breaking through. It's a bit overcast earlier, but beautiful conditions now. Slight delay to kick off, but we're just about in readiness now. So the team's going through the customary pre-game handshake, and then a battle will commence. The first of 2 matches these sides are going to play in the space of a week, with the Lacquer Cup game to come in 7 days' time, or 6 days' time. Next Saturday, that one will be taking place. Probably the pick of the first round action in the Lacquer Seljack Cup. And what can we learn about both these sides who, as I mentioned, started with wins last week and would love to go 2 from 2 here, take a big step towards wrapping up the top spot on the table if they could do that. Both teams have played 1 game for 3 points. Hobart United with 2 games for 3 points, and Newtown 2 defeats on the bottom of the group. They won't be getting out of the group. These 2 you'd fancy to do the business. Uni, I think, love to just take a point at least in this one. Just take a bit of the pressure off themselves when they meet Hobart United in a fortnight's time in that final group stage game. So here we go, the students about to kick things off. This final game weekend of football. Summer Cup, which is, I guess, the pre-season competition now, with the NPL teams opting for more friendly style matches to prepare for the season. This is where the competitive football fix can be found, and Uni looking to control the ball. Kalmanos at the back, here's Toby McGregor launching it up the line. Well controlled there by McQueenie, but he's coughed it up to Shay Hickey. He's expected to just sit in front of that back 4 and shield them, as he's done so many clubs over a number of years. As the experienced Hickey Thurley plays in the middle to Lapola. And back to the captain, the big Stork, Cuthbertson. Side keeping 3 players pretty much playing a high line there, and it's the Pelican, Minnie Whitehall, leading the line. And it's Jai David. Coming through was Hickey, just clearing the area rather, and will be picked up by Henneke. Donning the cap today. And why not? Sun shining here at KG5. Into the bullseye it goes. Going backwards was the Art Hotel. McGregor tried to pick it off. The offside flag immediately raised to deny. The Pelican sneaking in behind there. Flag was up immediately. From my eye, the right decision there from the linesman. Whitehall, Juma, Fairley forming the front three for Beachside today. Here's Lapola, who'll just tuck in behind them, threading it through there. Henry Fagg. He's playing in midfield today, it seems. Henry Fagg, versatile player. Beachside just opting for safety first there, the big store. Puts it into touch. Here's Buchanan. Back to David. Trying to get that one, but it'll fall to Lapola. Tried the ambitious volley pass over the top for Whitehall, and easily controlled at the back there for the students. As the wind just starting to pick up here. Perhaps favouring Beachside a little, which is opposite to the way the wind normally plays here at KG5. Normally blowing the other direction, but today you'd think Beachside are going to be aided by the breeze for this first 45 as they knock a long one here, but the big figure of Kalmanos was there. There's Cuthbertson, worked it to Lapola. David, and this time challenged, and out now Joseph Juma, looking for an early involvement. Down the line for Henry Fagg, but he's tripped up there, and it'll be a free kick for Beachside. Opening moments here. Their Summer Cup game. Here's the Pelican. Whitehall. Standing over this one. What can he conjure up? 6 to pick out, 5 in the box, and Lapola just lurking outside. Whitehall curls it in near post. It's a good delivery. Keeper comes and punches. Lapola holds it down, but McGregor is there to clear away. You see how that ball held up in the wind. Great sliding challenge from Hickey. Wins the ball back in a dangerous spot for his side. Thoroughly dispossessed. Now Jai David. Beachside again, winning the ball back quickly. Lapola. His pass was poor. Straight to the back. His opposition. It's Thurley. He's just running out of real estate here on the left-hand side. Real pressure on the fullback here, and he's got the pitching wedge again. It'll hold. It's going to be tough sledding for Uni in this first half, especially punching long balls in the air. They're really going to hold up. Tomatavi offering short. He's ignored. Goes a little bit further, and Shea Hickey the ball back 4 times already in the opening 4 minutes for his side. Here's Thurley set away. Charging back in defence was Ruiz, or rather William Jose. Corner. Goes the way of Beachside. Striding across again is Whitehall. So the corner. Curls into the middle of the box. No one really competing there for Beachside. They'll get a second crack at it though. Whitehall again. Swings in near post. Good delivery. To conjure anything from it, and behind it goes for the goal kick. That was fairly very difficult chance, trying to flick it back the other direction. One just holds up, and it's won by Lapola. Looked so vociferously though. Josh McInerney's liking, and a free kick will just relieve a little bit of the pressure for Uni. Just peg back for the past couple of minutes. It's not the greatest contact I've ever seen there. But it'll work out all right. Uni making some inroads down the left, looking to cut back. Crossing near post. Keeper Tatnell comes flying at it, and he gathers it up as well. Cuthbertson carrying our defence. He's dispossessed though by Harris. Situation under control at the back, Beachside really being pressured. University happy to sit back and wait before pressuring. David and Juma dueling out there. Kalmanos comes through, heads it forwards. Make something happen here now. The number 9, Ryan Buchanan. Juma. That's cut out there by Jose. Juma hassles Kalmanos into a mistake here. Joseph Juma chips it back. Fag joining the attack, not dealt with the first attempt, and they've coughed it up again to Shea Hickey. Spreads it wide for Juma. McGregor across to cut that one out. Now perhaps Harris can build something for Uni. Shea Hickey disrupting the play. He's been a wall in midfield in these opening few moments. The students struggling to play through. Here's Jai David just thumping this one long. Will work out for Tomatavi. Taking on at Damien Pearce. He drives at the byline, just trying to win a corner. And he does just that in the end. The second time of asking. First one from Pearce was blocked. Second one off the boot of Jones. Jose drives a low one in, not dealt with. The first defender, eventually cleared. Here's Whitehall. Bumps it down the line and gives Juma a task. He's speedy, so too is McGregor. Good battle this. Juma is alleged to have infringed on McGregor. I don't think the Beachside score was particularly great, but it's a bit of hand fighting going on there. Certainly had the arm across McGregor, the University captain. Keeper is pressured into a mistake. Henneke just boots it out. Beachside has some territory. Hickey presenting short. That's exactly where the throw goes. Now Juma. That was a sloppy touch. He puts his hand up apologetically. Not his tidiest work. Josh Harris chipping it forwards. Comfortable for the Art Hotel though. Now the big stalk into Hickey. And busy only in this one. Jose with the throw in. Shai David closed down, so he'll go slightly further afield. David with a second effort. Lobs his header straight up in the air. Pearce now running it down and will fall in the middle. Ryan Buchanan got across and did well. Now McGregor with an awkward one to deal with and a bit of an up and under that just holds in the breeze. Brought down beautifully by Juma. Henry Fagg. Now Thurley. Gets round David and then clearly fouled by Ryan Buchanan, who was just doing anything he could to prevent him getting the shot off, but unfortunately, for his sake, it's going to be a free kick in a pretty good position here with the wind at the back. Perhaps a chance to just get this one up and over the wall. Not a bad spot to be taking from. Whitehall, Hickey and Lapola all gathered over the pill here. Who will get the crack at it? Whitehall fancies it. Who's going to argue with him? It is Whitehall. Whitehall curling it straight at the keeper. A safe pair of hands from Manuel Henneke. Deals with that one comfortably. Looks to start the counter-attack immediately through Harris, but it's closed down again from Shea Hickey. Juma's header. There's an offside flag raised. Free kick in University's way. Now, pressure at the back, but eventually dealt with. throw into the box. Flicking on was McQueenie. Tomatavi on the right with another cross. Floats over McQueenie's head. Shea Hickey up to Juma. A little bit of space, but there's a few university bodies back. McGregor, he cuts inside of him. Thurley making the run. He tries to pick it out, but it's an ambitious ball. A tough one to execute there. The defence was well positioned. Jose tracking back well. Now it's thumped onto the head of Shea Hickey. Charging through. Paoli. Now, Calminios. Picking out his frontman, but it's just breaking up a little in the final third for Uni at the moment. Jose will see this one out. That's a piece of centre forward play there. Draws the foul. The infringement in the back of McQueenie. Lofted forward, really setting Tomatavi a task though. He's athletic, but need better service than that. Just a bit hopeful really, knocking it along over the top, and I hope he can get to it. He is Ryan Buchanan. Buchanan tried to turn Shea Hickey. Good luck with that. He picks it up, threads through a beautiful ball for the Pelican. Here's Whitehall, heavy touch. And just lets the keeper in. Delightful stuff from Hickey again in midfield. He's running the show at the moment, but Whitehall just with a heavy touch. Well pressured by the defender, but about that moment again. Here's Juma now trying to make something happen. Jose heads away, and then Calminios clears the area. Students pick back a little at the moment. It's been Beachside doing the bulk of the attacking through 12 minutes. And another look at that lovely bit of play from Shea Hickey. Just dissected the defence, but Whitehall with a poor touch, and one deflects out of play for a corner. Another chance for Beachside to dial up the pressure. Whitehall to take. So just about everybody back. All hands on deck for the students. Dangerous ball in towards Cuthbertson. Well defended. Ryan Buchanan. McDonald tried to turn a Tavi. Reddy's intent. He works it back nicely. Can he get on the end of this? He can't. Broken up by Pearce. Pearce to McDonald. Tavi. Now Jai David. Threatening to get to the back of Pearce a little. Force the turnover. Buchanan across to Howcroft. Howcroft gets back on it. Maybe looks to intent. First time release is good. Will it stay in for a Tavi? It should. It's a lovely ball. What can Tomatavi do? He crosses near post. Cuthbertson does well. And Lapola. Pressure on Pearce, but gave him just enough time to get rid of it. Here's Whitehall with a clever first time flick through for Juma. McGregor tracking him every step of the way. A fantastic battle ongoing between those two. At the moment, McGregor taking the honours. He's going to have to be good. The lively Juma. It's been a constant outlet in the opening quarter of an hour. Long Route 1 football that just carries on the breeze and made tough. Here's a Tavi. Howcroft beaten to it by Pearce. Lapola. Lapola, offside flag raised against Whitehall. It's a clever ball, but just didn't hold his run there, the Pelican. Back they go to the keeper, Henneke. Henneke up and under there. Buchanan won the free kick, none forthcoming. Howcroft lays it back to his centre half. Jose, Kalanos, they put the pressure on themselves, and Henry Fagg wins it back for Beachside. Whitehall again offside. Just can't stay onside at the moment, Benny Whitehall. Perhaps he thought the man in the middle was playing him on, not to be. So long goes Henneke. It's a bit of purchase on that, but the big stalk rising above the pack. Shipped into the middle, Lapola puts his head to it. Jai David shrinks back to his keeper. Juma with a first time volley, just trying to catch Henneke out there. Spider gap. Tried to slide it in near post, but just wide of the mark. I liked his intent though, the keeper. Scrambling, I think he would have been right in the end, but the worst idea from Juma, albeit a difficult one to execute. University take their time with the goal kicks. They realise this 45 minutes is going to be the tougher for them. With the wind at Beachside's back. Beachside, I feel, want to head into the sheds with a lead and really make it count. Definitely an advantage for them. Starts to pick up again. See the Beachside team really pressing up here. The defensive line right on halfway. Knowing it's going to be tough for any distance on the goal kicks, and then they look to press and force the turnover. Hickey has picked off by Atavi, flooding it through from McQueenie, but Pearce has that under control. He goes back to Tatnell. He thumps it long. Kalmanos came out and read it nicely. Hickey to Kalmanos. That will pull the way of Tomatavi, but a free kick going Beachside's way. Josh Harris just leaving a little in there. Henry Jones there at the back. Here's Henry Fagg in that midfield row. Whitehall's again offside. He was born offside, this lad, at the moment. He wasn't particularly pleased with that decision, but this is the fourth time inside of 20 minutes he's been caught out, the Pelican. Just needs to take a step back. The defence doing a good job and winding him up a little. Here's McGregor storming forwards. The University captain just bit off a little more than he could chew there though. Didn't have a whole lot of support. Atavi, back to Jose, back to Atavi. Oh, dicey back pass there, did his fullback no favours. Won't punish them though. Atavi to David. Jose, that's offside surely against McQueenie. He's a good metre behind the rest of the defence there. So, both these side centre forwards just being caught out a little here. Disrupting the flow of the game a little. Here's Beachside now. There you go. Nameless pass though. Tough one for Thurley. See on the end of Jai David. Stretching at that one. Cuthbertson punches it to Thurley. Oh, a lovely little turn to buy himself some room here. Thurley. Now he cuts back inside onto the left, outside of the boot to Juma. Now Lapola, who had two defenders on him. Good job in the end to work it back to Hickey. Lapola. It's Atavi to the ball and gets it out to Pearce, who's got time and space. Deliver a great ball though. Now Atavi. To Jose. Jose down the line for McQueenie. Shielding the ball. Shea Hickey, second man in, supporting that defence again. Making a move across from Olympia to Beachside. A big part player in recent times there. Just a few Mark Orton's emergence. Took his spot in the team last season, but he's showing in a 20-minute series, still got plenty to offer. Beachside Delighted to have him in the engine room this year. Still got the nous. Howcroft with a clever little ball, offside flag again raised. Josh Harris trying to get on the end of that one. Polar beaten to it by David. And that'll be the offside flag again. Jeez. Well, the linesman getting a fair workout in this one thus far. The team able to stay inside. Here's a free kick for Beachside. Whitehall over the ball. Pearce just sneaking up on this left-hand side. Diagonal. Looking to get Juma free in the box, but couldn't reach that one. We'll get a corner though. So once again, it'll be Benny Whitehall. On the set piece duty. It's Whitehall in towards the near post, take two. As Jose nods that one behind.
Spot, Benny, spot!
So here we go again, Benny Whitehall. More depth on this one, tough one for the keeper and a bicycle effort there. He's just over the bar. Henry Fagg, I think, trying the spectacular. Chaos ball there, keeper completely deal with it. He was in a sea of bodies, got his fist to it, and then Fagg trying the bicycle. Didn't quite direct his effort up off the shin in the end. It's Lapola, Hickey and Fagg is the three-man midfield here from Beachside today. Slightly more advanced role than seen Fagg play in the past. Very well-rounded footballer. He's got the throw in here. Opts to leave it for Pearce. Back he goes. Pearce again. Rolls it for Whitehall to chase after, and guess what? The flag was raised again. Another offside. Here's the Pelican. So scrapping away on the wing here. Hickey comes in, wins it back, keeps it in. Lost the ball to Jai David, but takes it with a tumble and gets the decision. Henry Jones to Cuthbertson. Now Hickey. University now looking to make something happen, but again, there are a lot of green and black shirts back there. Just stopping them in their tracks. Really created a clear chance. That's a good ball though. Can stay in. Does so. Josh Harris back to McGregor. Now perhaps get a few bodies forward and make something happen. David just a little lazy past that one. Killed what was looking like a promising moment. They finally had some bodies forward. Can't be squandering it like that. Here's McGregor. Looks to take on Lapola. Gets around him. Now McDonald, he puts it in the middle there. Queenie back to David. David, his pass cut out and then thumped forward. We'll go all the way out for a goal kick. Henneke. Henry Fagg rising high, did well. Whitehall, he's onside this time. Oh, he does well to win it. Across to Juma. Blocked off, he'll get a second bite out of Juma. Bodies back for the students though. 3 yellow shirts. Blocking his path. Here's Calminios back to McGregor. Now David lofting it forwards. One back by Cuthbertson, then Hickey, but David. And he's just trying the long range killer passes, Jai David. Might be better off something a little simpler. Here's Juma. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. Here on Jose, but Tomatavi came across in support and cleared the area nicely. Jose with the throw in. Don, Queenie and Howcroft looking to combine. Juma, Lapola. Now Henry Fagg. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Thurley. First time pass from Lapola, well broken up though. Defensive play. Ball is half cleared. It's going to come back at them with interest though. Here's Pearce. Lapola dropping into a little pocket of space and lofting one. Looking to pick out Whitehall. McGregor's header quite dealt with. Flying through with Shea Hickey. And the volley pass. Well out of play. Might box him in a little bit here though. With the wind as it is, not the worst field position for Beachside to try and make something of. Tough one for Uni to play their way out of. Long range clearance. Tough on a day like this. Oh, that's just a blatant handball. He's grabbed the thing. Not spotted by the referee though. Shea Hickey. Thurley. Turning to the path of 2 Uni players and he's crunched there by McGregor. And the free kick now for Beachside in a promising position. I'm not sure they needed to foul here. I think it might have been David, in fact, who just clipped the ankle a little. McGregor came flying through in the other way. Between the two of them, conspire to bring him down and present either Whitehall or Hickey with a good opportunity. Whitehall to the back post, craning the neck, but unable to get there. Just eating up the time here is Henneke. He's really maximising every second he can take on these goal kicks. Whilst it remains 0-0. Each side having the wind at their backs. They'll be quite content to do just that, the students. Jose straight to Lapola. Jose recovers his mistake by intercepting that one, and now Juma perhaps with some room to operate in. Jose across. Juma one way, then the other, but he just showed a little bit too much of it to Tomatavi. He sweeps the area clear, but only as far as Pearce. Pearce to Hickey. Assesses the field, then sends it across to Henry Fagg. Turns it to Hickey. Patiently knocking it around. Hickey then with the killer ball. Calminios didn't get the direction on his clearing header. It's gone wide for a goal kick. So another chance here from a set piece. Whitehall curling it in. Back post header, is that over the line? It is. It's a goal. Beachside get the breakthrough. Looks like McDonald there at the back post, stooping low. He heads home and Beachside take the lead. They've been coming. They've been dialing up the pressure, and finally they make one of these set pieces count, just sneaking in the keeper, floundering away, trying to keep it out at the back stick. Couldn't do so. And it's 1-0. Tom McDonald with the opener for Beachside. So now, what will that change here for University? They look to attack a little bit more. Will it be, let's just see, at the half time at 1-0, then freshly assault them in the second half with this wind at their backs? Beachside finally getting the breakthrough that had so many set pieces and corners, making it count at last. And here's McGregor. University trying to find a way back into this one. They have to get themselves back on terms for the second half. Here's the Art Hotel. Oh, he's past. Up there by Howcroft. Thurley with a little unnecessary flick there, just lairising a little bit there was Thurley. Picked up by Lapola. Now Hickey. Throw in Beachside's way. That one out of play. Goal kick. So the deck there, but not getting a free kick was Whitehall. Calminios away. Apologise for the few technical difficulties we're having. Starting the Kings out ahead of the regular season. 1-0 the score. In favour of Beachside. Tom McDonald with a header. About the half-hour mark if you're just tuning into this one. Summer Cup action here in Group B. Beachside and University, the two will meet again in a week's time. Malacca Seljack Cup. And here is a chance for Thurley, who cuts it back across the face. Agonising for the close. Whitehall has made the run, didn't quite get on the end of it. Amazing delivery there from Thurley. Not far away. Henry Fagg nods down. There it goes. So if you have been watching us on the Facebook, a few problems with Zuckerberg at the moment, but over on YouTube you can watch the game, although presumably if you're listening to this you're already on there, so I'm not entirely sure why I'm saying that. Anyway, we're nearing half-time here, and McGregor nods that one away. Holding on. They've been under siege for much of this first half. Certainly aided by the win Beachside, but been playing the better football also. Long throw, McGregor. And up and under. Come down in the middle. One back by Lapola. Across to Juma. Juma. Whitehall. Shy David. Taking it for his side. Now Uni into attack through McQueen. They make something happen of this. Charging down the left. Halcroft in the middle. McQueen also, dangerous ball. And making the near post run, and Tatnell able to grab that one comfortably enough. So here's Whitehall. Crosses in. That's gone over the line, so it'll be a goal kick. So Juma back to Lapola in. He's forcing the turnovers from the goal kicks. It would have been an offside flag against 3 Beachside players, but in the end, really good result from that it was headed clear. Here's Lapola. Scrapping away. Takes it back to Pierce. Here's to Henry Fagg. The time and space here for Fagg. Now Hickey. Whitehall, first time flick. Broken up by Jose. Bustling across to this one. Winning the throw in is McQueen. Tavi will leave it for Jose. The student's best in his first half, Tomatavi. Path blocked on this occasion, and Hickey just thumps it forward, and it'll turn into a decent ball too. A real scrap here. Thurley fighting away to Powley. One way and the other from Thurley, then his cross, which is easily gathered by Haneke. Calminios nods it into his own path, and then blasts it forward. No one there for his side though. Hotel goes to Hickey, back to Jones. So limping back on side at the moment is Thurley, which is a worrying sign for Beachside, down on his haunches. Not moving overly well. Try and fight through it in the 4 minutes before half time. So the crowd was McQueen. Now chip over the top for Juma. Oh, he judged the bounce better. Juma puts it wide of the post. Surely should have scored. Toby McGregor didn't judge that one well at all. The lofted ball just causing chaos at the back. Juma took a touch inside and then just lacked the finish. Did everything right up until the shot, which he puts past the post. Smile. He knows that was an expert chance to make it 2-0 in favour of Beachside as we creep towards half time. Trying in vain to keep that one in. Cuthbertson winning the header. Jai Davey gets there ahead of Juma. Calminios to McGregor. Back they go again to Tatnall, who can't control the direction of his kick and sprays it out of play. University makes something happen. Chances have been an absolute premium in this first half for them. Nearly been camped back in defence for the bulk of the 45. Howcroft. McGregor. To Howcroft. Now Ryan Buchanan. Offside flag is raised. As McQueenie was looking to get on the end of that cross. Not to be. 1-0 the score. Away. Here's Fag, left for the pass, broken up by Jose. Easy one there for Josh McInerney to call. Free kick here for Beachside. 20 seconds remaining. Assuming out of time. Be a whole heap of that, I wouldn't have thought. So Whitehall standing over the dead ball. His corner led to the opener. He sends this one to the back post. Foot to it. Two runners free at the back post. It was a piece of delivery from Whitehall. Maybe Cuthbertson was just screened a little bit by his teammate in front of him there. Wouldn't have seen it till the last moment. That might be the last clear chance of the first half here. A Sunswept KG5 Summer Cup action, Group B. It's Beachside leading University a goal to nil. Tatnall. Sound Henry Fagg flicks on nicely. Whitehall, he's offside again. Oh dear. He volleyed this one. The flag was up. Now the flag's down, which has led to a little bit of confusion. We're just going to play on. Anyway, tight call. And that time I thought he might have been onside. The Pelican, but he's had real troubles with that in the first half. Here's David. Halted and turns back inside. Howcroft. Now Jose. Back to David. On left, David. A little bit of trouble. They've forced the turnover here, Beachside. The Pelican scrapping away. Through to beat, just scythed down again by David. That was a poor challenge. Who says he's allowed to do it because he got the push a little bit earlier. I'm not sure about that one. look at this, nowhere near the ball. Jai David, perhaps. Fortunately to avoid a booking. Here's Whitehall. 46 minutes gone. He smashes this one first time. McGregor away. Tavi trying to bring it under his spell. And so volley forward. The Art Hotel turns away from McQueenie. Tended over to Howcroft though. Brought back. For a free kick. Can't be too long left. Back they go to Tatnall. And that will be all she wrote for the first half here from KG5. Tom McDonald with a headed goal at the half-hour mark. Has Beachside a goal to the good. They've been the better side in the first half. They have had the wind at their backs though. That could change things in the second half. Uni will have a good shot of fighting back, but Beachside in command after the first half here. And it should be a very entertaining second half with University chasing the game. We'll be back with all the action shortly. Until then, take a bit of a breather. 1-0 Beachside. Get to it, he is Ryan Buchanan. Buchanan tried to turn Shea Hickey. Good luck with that. He picks it up, threads through a beautiful ball for the Pelican. Here's Whitehall, heavy touch. Just lets the keeper in. Delightful. Henry Fagg wins it back for Beachside. Whitehall again offside. Just can't stay onside at the moment, Benny Whitehall. Shrinks back to his keeper. Juma with a first time volley, just trying to catch Henneke out there. Spider gap. That will pull the way of Tomatavi, but a free kick is going Beachside's way. Josh Harris, the Nouse. Howcroft with a clever little ball, offside flag again raised. Josh Harris trying to get on the end of that one. So here we go again, Benny Whitehall. More depth on this one, tough one for the keeper and a bicycle effort there. He's just over the bar. Clearance, tough on a day like this. Oh, that's just a blatant handball. He's grabbed the thing. Spotted by the referee though. Thurley turning to the path of two Uni players, and he's crunched there by McGregor. Turns it to Hickey. Patiently knocking it around. Hickey then with the killer ball. Calminios didn't get the direction on his clearing header. Building it in. Back post header, is that over the line? It is. It's a goal. Beachside get the breakthrough. It looks like McDonald there at the back post, stooping low. He heads home, and Beachside take the lead up. And here is a chance for Thurley, who cuts it back across the face. Agonising for the close. Whitehall made the run, couldn't quite get on the end of it. Crowd was McQueen. Now chip over the top for Juma. Oh, he judged the bounce better. Juma puts it wide of the post. Surely should have scored. Toby McGregor. That's an easy one there for Josh McInerney to call. Whitehall standing over the dead ball. His corner led to the opener. He sends this one to the back post. His foot to it. Sound Henry Fagg flicks on nicely. Whitehall, he's offside again. Oh dear. He volleyed this one. The flag was up. Now Jose back to David. On left, David. A little bit of trouble. They've forced the turnover here, Beachside. The Pelicans scrapping away. Through the beat, just scythed down again by David. University chasing the game. Beachside leading 1-0. Tom McDonald, the goal scorer. It's a Ben Whitehall corner. Stooped low at the back post and nodded one in there at the back stick. There's them a goal to the good. The first half was really played on this end of the ground. University pegged back deep, but there's a considerable wind factor that needs to be taken into account. It might just aid the students in their quest to chase this one down in the second stanza. See it affects that kick. Here is Juma. He was lively. Big Jonathan Merry's entered the fray. He wasn't on in the first half. See what he can do. Sam Howcroft across to Josh Harris. He's got two to pick out in the box. Third one arriving. Instead, he just blazes it wide for a goal kick. More composure needed on that occasion. That was very much a first half controlled by Beachside. If you're just tuning in, let's see if that will change. Shay Hickey just running the show in the midfield. Just blazes it wide. There's the big Stork Cuthbertson carrying out a defence. Across to Josh Harris, the goal scorer McDonald. Gets himself in a little bit of trouble, but the big Stork is on hand to steer it in the Juma direction. Lovely first touch, and then the volley pass to Bevan. Outstanding, lovely work there from Juma. There's Toby McGregor, the University captain, coming across, dealing with that, although he's actually not the captain anymore because Big Jonathan Merry's not only come on to the park, he's also relieved him with the captain's armband. So there you go. Luckily up and under, trying to clear it. Juma heads forward, held away. Here's Howcroft. Howcroft works it. Kept in by the Pelican. He's now got some defensive work to do. It's a good raking pass here. Now Harris sliding it through, easily broken up by McDonald. Juma giving chase. White was there. And that pass will elude Josh Harris. Harris with the last touch there. Spilling out of play. Turning away now. Calminios with the foot. Juma puts his foot through it. Shot was blocked. Howcroft works it forward. Oh, well read there by the Art Hotel. Wanted it more than Sam Fay. Got in ahead of him. Juma with a clever little flick, but he was coming back from an offside position, which was something there was no shortage of in the first half. Pelican got called offside half a dozen times, and between them, the two teams have easily been a dozen offside decisions in that first half. Problem for both teams. His foot in there was Higuchi. A bit of a sting out of the game in the opening 5 minutes of this half so far. So that throw, did it ever actually come into the field, will be the decision they've got to make. They did, and then curve back out, so it'll be a University throw. It's taken towards Howcroft on the park in this second half. Didn't see him in the first 45. New faces out there, including Thomas Roach. University definitely turning through a few here. Here's Track. Track slides it through for McGregor, who's gone bombing on here to the left back. Trying to track this down, but just took off and rolled behind for a goal kick. Even the speedy Toby McGregor unable to get to that one. Well, the fans apparently pining for Charlie Howcroft. We got one, we got Sam Howcroft out there, but Charlie was out there for the first half as Juma's now played in at the other end. This is a great chance for Beachside to double their lead. Juma put it past the post. Probably should have scored there. Juma, he streamed in. Had plenty of time on the left and missed near side on Henneke. So, a couple of good chances for Juma to get on the score sheet in this one. Unable to take him. Pelican colliding with Sekaguchi, and this one will spill out in the track direction. He streams at the defence. Shea Hickey comes across and impedes his progress. Now Thomas Roach curling one from range. Satnell comfortably dealing with that. Rolls it out for the big Stork Cuthbertson. Whitehall can track that one down. Now, the giant figure of Jonathan Merry with a beautiful ball. Put it on a dime. Here's Sam Fay. Howcroft surrounded by Beachside shirts. The first attempt blocked and the second one squeezing just wide of the post. Josh Harris to make something happen here. First shot blocked and inadvertently off McDonald. Gave him the second hit there, Harris. Couldn't quite direct it goalward. 52 minutes gone. Tom McDonald with the lone goal in this game. University getting better in the second half. Certainly be easier for them. Tough work for Beachside now into this wind, and just on for them is Ryan Bevan, who chases this one down. And he's fouled by McGregor. And that'll be a free kick in a promising position. And Whitehall has been the man taking him all day. I don't think anything's going to change here. They opt to test the keeper. Just stand one up. Some big frames in the University defence. Least of all Merry to defend the aerial route. So plenty of numbers for though. A little chip in towards the back post. It's easily dealt with. Track leads the counter attack and he skipped around Shea Hickey, who's going to get himself a slice of cheese. A professional foul there against Hickey, who didn't really agree, just left the foot dangling in. I guess there was plenty of open field in front of him. He's arguing wasn't really going anywhere. They had a couple of shirts back in coverage. Anyway, Kalminios to Sekaguchi. Sekaguchi to Howcroft. Howcroft back to Merry. And offside again. There's Track. Track has been lively since coming on this left-hand side. There's Hickey hustling and bustling and got in there first. Lay one into the path of the Pelican. Nick Merry, his feet completely mixed up there and has a bit of a laugh to himself. Recovered the situation well enough. McGregor to Track. Bevan. Track with a little spin, but staying with him was Bevan. And he wins at the throw for Beachside, much to the disbelief of Kenneth Track. Bevan back to the goal scorer, McDonald. Lofts a pass. Switch things up to Pearce. Back to the Art Hotel. It's broken up there by Ruben Whittle. Now Merry. He was surely fouled. He's meant to bring his sizable frame down. Sekaguchi has been heavily involved since coming on. Call for the backup ball here, that one. It's vanished. Not really sure where, but second ball's been called for. Sekaguchi and Howcroft. His options. And for Sekaguchi, and he coughed it up, and then Hickey chipping over the top. A foot race between Bevan and McGregor. McGregor has the speed. It's across and it's an out of play. So McDonald. Zonal defensive work there. That's surely a handball against the Pelican. Juggling it on his arm. Play allowed to continue, and in the end, he gives away a free kick on McGregor, and a little bit between the two there. Yeah, typical Whitehall fashion. Pushing out the chest there. Here's Calminios. The big centre half smashes it forward, and that's a beautiful ball, just carried on the wind. Misjudged a little there by Pearce. Harris threading it through, looking for Fay. Fay blocked off though. Throw in, but what a fantastic ball that was. And Calminios at the back for Uni. Couldn't hit them in the first half with the wind as it was, but this one just carried over the defensive line. That's why it's a real game of two halves. This one. Entirely different conditions, depending on which end you're kicking to. I think the wind's also caused a few technical difficulties for us here with the stream. We apologise for them. As this one is blocked off. We're running at the moment though. University. Oh, turning was track and misjudged completely by Tatnall, and it's stuck into the far post. Confusion reigns at the back of Beachside, and really something out of nothing there for the students. 1-1. And a gift of a goal there. Have a look at that replay. Just poked in. And I think Harris just, well, Tatnall just thought his defender was going to deal with it. The defender thought Tatnall was going to deal with it, and Josh Harris gets the unlikeliest of goals. I don't think it was his intent at all, but he squared things up here. 1-1 the score. And University really with a gift there. Really sloppy at the back from Beachside. They've gifted them parity in this match. 1-1. Pressured here is Thomas Roach. Coughed it up. Here's Lapola. Up by Calminios. Track. Did well to get around Henry Fagg and then threads through a clever little drop pass there for Sam Fay. The wind picked up a hold of that one though. Really made it tough, but Beachside able to clear the area. Whitehall to Bevan. Tried the ball through the middle for Juma, but it's cut out. Now Sekaguchi back to Merry, back to Heneke. Here's Hickey. Henry Fagg. Howcroft almost with the interception. They have forced the turnover though. Now to get it moving quickly in the Josh Harris direction. Jones gets his foot in it. It's out of play. Here's Juma. Offs it over the top. Calminios dealing with that one. Thomas Roach. Leave this one for track and then give him an option. And a little sooner perhaps than Roach expected, but he'll combine with McGregor. He sends it back in his direction, and it's just a little tired from the early run and wanted it played towards his feet, not in front of him. Hickey back to Tatnall. Tatnall punches it down the middle. Howcroft got his foot in, but Beachside able to recover it. Classy little turn there from Tom McDonald. Pass is broken up by Howcroft though. He's been good since coming on. Got some real energy to the midfield of the students. He's making things happen. Here's Cuthbertson. Captain to Hickey. They have experience between those two. Lapola. Across to Pearce. Now Bevan with a clever flick. This is beautiful football from Beachside, and Juma was storming into the box, but it was a good challenge from Ruben Whittle. Nicely, Beachside still pressing here through Lapola. Went for the pass when everyone was expecting the shot. Couldn't find Henry Fagg though. Now track for Roach. Ever industrious McGregor. Get on the end of the return pass there though. So track. And Hickey fighting with Howcroft, goes back to the Yard Hotel. To Juma. Clever little flick in the end from Whittle. Not sure if it was the intent or not, but cleared the area away from Juma, who picks his pocket here before they go. Henry Fagg. Just running out of room. McGregor cross with him, and Fagg does pretty well in the end to win the corner for his side. Figure there, Juma somehow kept it in off the head of Bevan and volleyed out by Pearce. Couldn't direct the shot though. It spills out of play. Here's Howcroft. One flies over the top. Benny Whitehall swing it towards the back post. Juma will track that one down. Apologise for the technical difficulties plaguing the stream at the moment. We'll work through it. Combination of wind and new equipment, I think, conspiring to undo us a little. We're working on it, so hopefully get a little less choppy as this one wears on. It's a cracking game in progress here. Here's Roach off towards track. Flinging himself at it was McDonald, and he saves the day there. Track. We get past him. That was looking very promising indeed. Still, the calls for Charlie Howcroft continue. One Howcroft seems to be doing well. Why not get a second one on? I agree. So Calminios just gets a little barge in the back there from Whitehall. He did it subtly enough to escape the attention, and he wins the throw in for his side. Henry Fagg bursting away. Gets on the end of it. Return pass to the Pelican. He's charged now by Calminios, and another corner. Beachside finding their way back in this one. .25 minutes to go, of course. If we are all tied after 90 minutes, straight to a penalty shootout for a bonus point. That'd be 2 points for a shootout victory. 1 point for the loser. Dangerous corner from the ground. That one was played there. Fag, I think. Trying to make something happen. Here's Jones. Made that hard for Hickey, and he's robbed by Toby McGregor. He's storming forwards. Teammates need to stay on side. They've got a 3-on-1 here, and they've bottled it there, the students. What a great opportunity. 3-on-1 at the back. Well defended, but really didn't think their way through that one terribly well to the University. And it's a very, very good chance. Fag to McDonald. Now track. Turning on it is Bevan. Kalinios in ahead of Whitehall. Goes for safety first, just puts it into touch. Juma. Cleared away. Now McDonald. Into the middle for Henry Fag. Well, poor pass from Fag was picked off there by the goal scorer Harris. Didn't do anything with it though. Fag back on the ball. Long searching cross for Whitehall. First time volley looking for Juma, but the towering presence of Kalminios was there. Track towards Roach. Turns into a little bit of trouble. Fancy fleet footwork there. Howcroft with a heavy touch, and that's straight out of play. Fag back to McDonald. Track all over him. Back to Fag. Whitehall wants some involvement. He gets it. Great duel with McGregor. He tries to get him behind him this time, but he fullback. Well, he temporarily had his beating and got the ball stuck between his feet, and it goes out of play off him. Chance perhaps for the long throw of Tom McDonald. He's got a fair cannon on him when he really lets it go. He goes near post towards Fag, flick back inside. Pearce gets his foot round it. In the end, slightly panicked, but they clear the area. They had a little more time than he realised there, Ruben Whittle. Another corner for Whitehall. Try and conjure something from. He swings it in. Chance here, it's turned back Galwood, and again behind for a corner. It was this type of pressure from set pieces that led to their opening goal, Beachside. McDonald with his back post header. Just that sustained pressure of corner after corner. That one last out of Howcroft. Here's Hickey. Return pass was good. That's a dangerous ball. Henneke punching away. Whitehall volleys it back into the mixer. Key battle this one. Track got there first, and then his pass is brilliantly broken up. And then Lapola from range. Tried the spectacular. But never mind the end product. Lapola's ability to win this ball might just have saved a goal, because behind him, 3 University shirts and just 1 Beachside defender. They were completely caught out back the other way. But Lapola, the crucial foot. Very timely intervention. So this is promising. And shut down there. Roach, his path broken up. It's gone behind for a corner, so now University with a chance. Trying to make something happen. Howcroft. Turn ball. Back again to Howcroft. Away by Lapola. Calminios. Turns and has that one blocked away. It's the centre halves. Calminios and Mary stride back to their defensive positions. Here's Roach. Oh, lovely work from Roach. A great cross and bang! It's Faye who scores, and University retake the lead. What a beautiful piece of play that was from Thomas Roach, who put it on a platter, and Samuel Faye obliges and heads home. It's University 2-1. That was all in the build-up from Roach. Tatnall really wondering where his defence was there. Can't be faulted for that. Looking round, it was all on his own in the 6-yard box. He said, "Thank you very much." And Samuel Faye puts the students ahead for the first time in this game. And now it's Beachside. We need to chase it. Bevan took it inside of Calminios. Well, the instant response perhaps here. It's Lapola. Shot was blocked, and then they've got the immediate equaliser. Well, that lead didn't last long at all. And Beachside, through Henry Fagg, have tied things up at 2. What a 30 seconds of action here at KG5. They say you're most vulnerable just after you're scoring. All the data says that's complete bollocks. But Beachside say, well, there's one for the cliches case. And they're tied up at 2. So 2-all the score. And that will be the end of Shay Hickey's day, as he finds himself subbed off. And Matthew Bomford coming on. And it looks like the end of Bevan as well. And Nicholas McDonald is entering the fray. So 2-all, 72 minutes. Just left the room for a minute. You've missed 2 goals. So pulsating clash here at KG5. These two teams set to clash in the Lacka Seljuk Cup in a week's time. If we get a game like this again, you'd be delighted. Is there another twist to come though? University had fought back. Beachside took the lead in the first half through Tom McDonald. Only for University to respond shortly after the restart. And then they went ahead and took the lead. Only for Henry Fagg to pull it back immediately. Absolutely action-packed half of football this. Still there for the taking for both sides. What a great response from Beachside. No heads dropping there. They responded just how the coach would have wanted them to. And straight down the other end and went bang. So McDonald with the throw in. Whitehall, oh, a little nutmeg on McGregor. Coming across to cover in defence there. So Toby McGregor. Throw in. Volleyed forward by McDonald. Track. Oh, Calminios was pressured. He thumps it long and it's a foot race now. The speed. Cuthbertson recovered well in defence there. Faye, the goal scorer, like he had a step on him. Here's Roach, who assisted that second goal. Faye trying something tricky there, didn't quite come off. University recover the ball. McGregor wants some support over the head of Track. Lapola's clearance comes right back to Track. Kind deflection that one. University. Gucci over the top, lovely ball. This is a great chance. He lofts it past the keeper, and University reclaim the lead. Josh Harris makes it 3-2. And what a lovely ball it was from Sekaguchi. Dinks it over the top expertly, catches him out, and it's Harris with the finish. And Uni make it 3-2. A seesawing battle A cracking game of football. And again, the students for the second time take the lead. Will Beachside be able to respond? Henry Fagg, who cancelled out the last go-ahead goal, knocks it forward. The Whitehall v McGregor battle has been engrossing in this second half. McGregor sticks that one out of play. 15 minutes left for Beachside. And they conjure another equaliser. Really opened up in the second half of this game. Whitehall. Lovely turn out the back. Bevan. 3-3. The goals just keep on flowing here at KG5. Once again, Beachside respond almost immediately. That's twice they've scored equalisers within a minute. This time it's Bevan, 3-3. All on his own. Just escapes the marking. It's all too easy there. Another goal. And Beachside have responded twice. University can't seem to hold a lead. It's been how quickly they've responded. Could we have another response? Now it's Uni tearing back the other way. Could it be 4-3? Not with end product like that, it won't. Poor pass in the end, laying them down. Oh man, screaming to the back post. Did Fay in Roach, but he couldn't pick it out. Couldn't return the favour. Roach having been provider. We're in the half. So 3-0 now. What a game of football this has been. Here's Lapola to McDonald. Goes down by Track. Cuthbertson going through and a free kick is blown. So University, a free kick in a promising position again. Toby McGregor standing over it. One of the best players in the Vito Southern Championship, McGregor. He's going to defer this one to Howcroft. 5 golden shirts to pick out in the box. 6 back marking them. It's a good looking ball and headed onto the post. Oh, so unlucky. There's Thomas Roach who got up, made great contact with the header. And there's a coat of paint in that one. Keeper, no chance. And Roach within a whisker of restoring University's lead. And this game really opening up. That one's driven right down to the keeper. No issues there. Henneke. Long ball for Track to chase. McDonald just opting to nod that one into touch. So McGregor. Thoroughly enjoyable contest this one. Men's Summer Cup, match day 2 for these sides. Both in the winners column last week. Both in fancy to progress out of their group. But this could well be the game that decides who tops the group. As Merry lofts this one down in the Track direction. The height was always with McDonald. Now Lapola looking to edge out Roach. Well, McGregor came in support. He threads through a well-weighted pass for Track, sliding in with Cuthbertson, and he's furious with that decision. He thought he won the ball. I've got to say, I thought he had a point. Have a look at the replay. I thought he timed this one pretty well. The Cuthbertson. University Fago, his foot on it. Just following through afterwards. I reckon that's a slightly harsh decision for mine. Howcroft. With the free kick. So we got a fair bit of ball there. And Cuthbertson. What can Howcroft conjure up? Does he opt to shoot? Howcroft. Dangerous looking ball through a sea of bodies. Calminos working flicked it back, but it already crossed the line. That wasn't far away either. A teasing delivery, this one. That's just where you want the set piece hit to. Great delivery there. Now Beachside through Bomford. What can the substitute do? Freshly introduced Matthew Bomford. Is that a handball against Calminios? It's not. Play on, stretching at that one, and that was a vital intervention, but University still threatening. Fay after this one, coming on the blind side of Cuthbertson, and the foul is blown to relieve the pressure at the back. Tandall to take into the final 10 minutes. 3-3 the score. The wind still ever present in this one. McDonald shifting it forward for Bevan, but over the top of him was big Jonathan Merry. 2-14s battling away there. Throw in for Beachside. So the long throw is the option. No one really knows where it is. Calminios away. McDonald to Lapola. Back to the big stalk Cuthbertson, who gave it straight to his opposing centre half, who gave it straight back to the stalk. McDonald stretches to keep this one in. Well done, Tom McDonald. Now with the left foot, a centering ball is broken up. University will clear the area. Track. Knocks it past Cuthbertson, who rather cynically just kicks out there. He knew exactly what he was doing. He says, I'll take a yellow card every day of the week to break up potentially match-winning counter-attack like that one. And not a bad tactical cheese, that one, for the big stalk Nick Cuthbertson. Just showing his experience there. He knew Track was flying off down this side. And rather the set piece. Calminios to take. He thumps it far too much on that one. Behind for a goal kick. Substitutes being prepared by Beachside. Tom McDonald will be one of them to come off. He's replaced by Nathan Rees. And Ryan Thurley is also set to be reintroduced. And he comes on for Henry Jones. So a double change pulled there from the beach. Will it be a match-winning substitution? Can Thurley make something happen? Roach won the header. Track down to Howcroft. Howcroft over the top for Fay. Slipped over but had time and space. Back to Track. Teasy ball, beautiful ball and place over the top. He was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. The flag had immediately gone up there on Harris. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he knew when he was facing the other direction that might be being kind to him. It's all for nothing really. You'd rather have your misses on those ones. If you're going to miss a chance, it might as well be while the flag is raised. Five and a half to play in regulation. Tatnall with the kick. We could be headed for penalties here. Whitehall with a beautiful pass over the top for Bevan. Took a touch, just took him a little wide, and then he fired it straight at the keeper. Just a heavy touch from Bevan in the end. What a ball it was from the Pelican though. Perfectly lofted over the top. That's nicely done. University come back the other way through Howcroft. It's tidy work from Sakaguchi, but they've coughed it up again. And here's the substitute, Thurley, whose touch took him right into the path of McGregor. I don't think he was aware that the fullback had streamed into the middle there to shut that down. There's a few tired bodies out there. Now, Henry Fagg waiting for the throw in. Throw in from Fagg. Play by Track to Sakaguchi. Roach, I thought was fouled. Play on the call. Lovely work again from Sakaguchi. Showing his class. As Henry Fagg's down and he's holding his knee. I hope he's alright. Track charges forward, back the other way. He's got a little bit of support with him. He goes himself. Down past the post. Off the fingertips of Tatnall as the referee rushes to check on Henry Fagg, who's still down on the ground at midfield. He's clutching at his knee, but he's back on his feet, which is good to see. So it doesn't look like anything long term, as we have another look at Track firing this one off. Tatnall, comfortable height for him in the end. Some good velocity on the shot there. Here, Track laid on. Is there going to be a hero? Given the way they've conceded as soon as they've scored. 3.5 minutes on the clock. You wouldn't lock it in as a match winner if they were to score from here. That one is eventually clasped by Tatnall, just floating back on the breeze. A moment to get the track of it. Did nicely in the end. Also with the distribution there, it's out of play. 3 minutes left. 3-3 the score. 5 goals. A pulsating second half of action. Twice University have hit the lead and twice Beachside have pegged them back within a minute. Sakaguchi has shown his class. It's a very likely type. Oh, that's a poor pass from Mary. He's coughed it up to Juma. Threads it through for Thurley. Oh, bumped off the ball by Calminios. Play on the goal. Just got his body in the right position. A bit of push and shove between the two at the back. They're still going at it there, Calminios and Thurley. And Josh McKinnon says, cut that out, gentlemen. And issues a slice of cheese to Thurley, who was protesting. He's seen the lack of decision in his favour. So Thurley goes into the book. And just halt proceedings again, temporarily. Have a look at the replay of this chance. He took a touch. Calminios steps it in front of him. You be the judge. I don't think that's the right decision from the referee, in my view. Seemed like fairly clipped. Calminios, who just got the front position and got brought down from behind. A few Beachside officials arguing that the University player stepping in front, not attempting to play the ball. And we know penalty, play on. We might see a few penalties in a moment though, if the game remains locked at 3. It's punched over the top. Merry ahead of Juma. Squats it out of play. Sakaguchi stumbles and turns back the other way. Oh, lovely back heel that from Roach, and it might have just opened him up at the back. Charging into the box here is Harris. It's a heavy touch. Flying out was Tatnall. Behind it goes for a corner. A minute to go. Harris to take. Harris swinging it in. Track at the back post. His header is straight out of play. So Tatnall taking his time over this kick. He might be called into action for the extra point. This one looks like we're headed for penalties as Bomford gets the foul there, was having his shirt grabbed by Howcroft. The Pelican sends it across to Bevan. Back to Henry Fagg. Now Thurley running out of room here. Throw will go to Uni. So McGregor heaves it down the line towards Track. Henry Fagg, Rosewell. Battle here between Calminios and Thurley. Throw in Beachside's way. Beachside pushing. Mary put his head down there and nearly copped the leg of Juma. Calvinios to take. Well, here's a chance now for Track. Last roll of the dice maybe for the students as they burst forward here. Track with a delightful ball over the top for Harris. He's got Faye in the middle, tries to pick him out, gets there, and puts it into the post. Oh, Faye, oh so close. It's taken a deflection, in fact, and it'll be a corner, but that was nearly the knockout blow. It was perfectly crafted, and in the end, getting a piece of it was Tatnall, so you've got to say all credit to the keeper there. Saving the day, Alex Tatnall. He's got more to do here. Oh! Mary had an empty net. Tatnall came flying at it. Into the stand that ball goes. Beachside holding on here. They're under siege at the moment. Alex Tatnall saving his side's bacon there with a crucial save on Faye. Here's McGregor. Off the shoulder and charges forward. Plenty of numbers back. Now Roach tries the spectacular. He was off balance, facing the wrong direction. There's only ever going to be one result. And it looks like Shay Hickey's about to get subbed back on with penalties. A very real possibility. That would make sense to get one of your better spot kick takers back out there. So the veteran Shay Hickey to be introduced, but it's still got to get to penalties, and University had a chance there, but it's coughed up by Harris, well defended by Pearce. McDonald, oh, crossing around him beautifully. Faye shipping into the path of Track at the back post, but Henry Fagg has the situation under control. He works up to Bevan, could Beachside come back the other way and land what would surely be a match-winning goal. That was a rather blatant push by Thurley, I thought, not spotted, and play continues. Here's Lapola, takes it over the top. McDonald offs it in the Juma direction. Keeper should comfortably come out to collect, and he does. A release to Howcroft, but it will end 3-3, and we will head to penalties for the extra point. So both teams at 1 point locked away. Who will get the second point, which you'd imagine will determine top spot in the group. So the penalty shootout to come. We'll have the toss of the coin between the two captains. It looks like a penalty shootout is where we're headed for here. It's been a cracking game of football. The second half really came to life. 5 goals in it. So both teams huddling up here at present. Bit of overtime in the air, really. We've got overtime in the gold medal match in the ice hockey. Germany and Russia, and now a little extra inning action here at KG5. So the two keepers will head down towards the club room end to contest. And who can make themselves the hero in this one? Manuel Henneke in goal for the students. Alex Tatnall, who came up huge at the end for his side, in goal for Beachside. So to the shootout we go. Let's see who is up first. The toss of the coin to determine that. Cuthbertson and Merry, the two leaders, the two centre halves. See if they're called upon to take a kick. And it looks like University will go first. And Faye will be the first take-up for the students. So it's Fay versus Tatnall. And slots it home for his side. 1-0 University. Sends Tatnall the wrong way. There's Fay, got on the score sheet in the game. There's Nathan Rees is the first man up for Beachside. Was subbed on fairly late in the piece, so one suspects it was very much with this shootout in mind. Jay Hickey also introduced late on in the piece. He steps up and slides it home in the bottom corner. Beautifully taken penalty. Henneke, no chance. 1-1 after one round. Thomas Roach striding forwards now for University. And a real impact coming on in the second half did Roach. Able to get on the ball. A real creative outlet for his side. Can he hit the back of the net here? Roach v Tatnall. And he slides it down the middle. Casually done from Roach. Well, again, diving to his right. And 2-1 the score. Is that Matthew Bomford coming forwards? It is. So the youngster being shown the faith here. Beachside, so Bomford will take the second kick. Up against Henneke in the students' net. He's not got the tallest build for a goalkeeper. Henneke. So Bomford from the short run up takes one step and just rolls it in the corner. Keeper throws into the spot. Very nicely done there from Matthew Bomford. Easy as you like. Oh, and a bit of the guns action to the crowd too. Don't mind that from the young fella. Dual pistols. Well, I guess when you've slotted home a penalty, you can do what you like. Well played, youngster. So Harris, the next man forward for the students. Up against Tatnall, he goes in and chips it down the middle. Oh, very classy. Tatnall went the other way this time, but couldn't stop that one. That was a penalty that took supreme confidence to execute, and Harris showed just that. As Lapola now steps forward to try and level it for Beachside. 3-2. Level the shootout up. Adam Lapola. It's Lapola. It's 3-3. Both teams remain perfect through 3 rounds. And in truth, none of the 6 have looked like missing. It's been a very confident shootout from the attackers. As Ruben Whittle comes on for the first kick in round 4. Whittle v Tatnall. Whittle goes the opposite side to Tatnall again. Another beautifully executed spot kick. And it's 4-3 University. As Ryan Thurley steps up now, Beachside, and try and level it at 4. It's Thurley. It's 4-4. The keeper again stays down the middle. But again, the corner is picked out, and we now reach sudden death as we are locked at 4 into the 5th round, and from now any misses would be most decisive. It's big Jonathan Merry, the captain for the students. The big fellow is denied by Tatnall, gets down low to his left and keeps it out of the corner, and the game is now on the boot of McDonald with the chance to win it. Tatnall pulls off the save. It wasn't a particularly hard hit penalty from Merry, just tried to roll it in the corner, and once Tatnall had guessed right, he is always stopping it. So Nicholas McDonald can win it for Beachside. Nicky would have to save this one for the extra point and top spot in Group B. It's Nick McDonald. It's the ball game. It's Beachside in the shootout, 5-4. Their 5 shooters do not miss. They are perfect from the spot. And Alex Tatnall, who made the huge save in the last minute of the game, pulls off the shootout victory by denying Jonathan Merry. And it ends here. 3-3 after regulation, but Beachside take the extra point. 5-4 on penalties, which brings an end to a thoroughly enjoyable Summer Cup game. Beachside now on 5 points after 2 games. University on 4. Hobart United play Uni next week. They're on 3 points, so a draw would be enough to see the students through to the semi-finals. Hobart United will need a win. The coverage of that and a lot more. Stick to Slice of Cheese. Those games coming up in 2 weeks' time, because next week is the Laka Seljuk Cup Saturday. We've got Women's Summer Cup semi-final action. And the Laka Cup's a big weekend of football upcoming. These 2 teams set to lock horns once again. It took penalties to separate them today. What will be the case next week? Tune in and find out. But in the Summer Cup, it's Beachside who triumph on penalties. It's bye for now.
Russian time.
They won in overtime.
Oh.
Germany were up 3-2 heading into the last minute in the third period, and they were on the power play, so they're not going to play now.